Torpor, welcome in, and congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, claiming first in the chat for this stream. It's 37 times you've been burst through the doors. Congratulations. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, no worries at all, Tidders. I hope you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge before the birthday get-together, and I hope you have a wonderful time at the birthday get-together. Oops. So I've just spent a bit of time, like, setting up all the audio in Lacuna so that it's nice and balanced and everything. And then I accidentally hit the reset to defaults button instead of the confirm button. It's going well. Hey, Prime B, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I love how the captions know what Primbles is, but they can't understand me when I say Prime B. There we go. That's slightly better. I've won against the code at work. It only took one mini meltdown. Yeah, I saw. Good on you for getting through it. It sounds like a lot of us have had rough days at work today. I finished like 20 minutes late. It's been a day. But I'm sorry to hear that you've had a rough one. At least I can now see a friend. Are you going out somewhere? Or were you referring to me? I'm never sure. Also, hello Nikki, thank you very much for the treat for me. It is fizzy apple. Friend is coming over and you. Ah, I see. That's awesome. I hope you have a lovely time with your friend. I figure you need it after today. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been an interesting one. That's for sure. It's been an interesting week. We're in the middle of prepping for our first ever SOC 2 assessment, and it's a lot of paperwork. Treat more people if she could. Everybody, treat yourself. You made it to the end of the week. Well done. So today was going to be a sponsored stream, for want of a better description. I was going to play a game that the devs had given me a beta code for. And then when I went to activate the code and install the game, it didn't appear in my recent list. Because I bought the game in last year's Steam Summer Sale. And I didn't realise I'd bought it. So this is not a sponsored stream, but it is also technically a sponsored stream. Actually, one of the games that I bought in the Steam Summer Sale this year is a game that I was then the next day given a code for by the devs. So, like, I put the request in a couple of months ago and I figured they probably weren't going to respond. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just buy it seeing as it's on sale. And then I got the email to say, congratulations, you've been offered a code for this game. It's like, oh, fuck. But at least that was, you know. But yeah. Ooh, nugs. Yes, we love nugs. So this was going to be a sponsored stream, but seeing as I already owned the game, it's technically not. Same rules still apply. You always get my honest opinion on a game that I'm playing. If I don't enjoy it, we won't play any more of it. But this is something that I think a lot of us will get some enjoyment out of. Okay. This is Lacuna. It is a detective game. It is a pixel art, cyberpunk detective game. Can you see why maybe I wanted this one? I nearly... Hey, Gibraltar, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I nearly installed Metal Hellsinger to play today, but I'm glad I didn't now, because I think this will be a little bit more relaxed, and that's really what I need tonight, is just something a bit chill. No worries at all, Nikki. You enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge, and you enjoy your food. Your progress is saved automatically at certain points. You cannot manually save the game or load a previous save. There is no going back. Oh, I'm buggered then. Shit, they've rumbled us. So yeah, it turns out a lot of the games that I'd requested keys for are actually published by Assemble Entertainment, and whoever runs Lurkit for Assemble must have gone through all my requests and just gone, sure, why not? At the weekend, because I just got a buttload of them land in my inbox on the same day. Hey, Soup, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. We're in Drovius Sector 2. Okay. Oh, that's clever. Okay, yeah. Mira, over here. Hey, what's up? The icon in the bottom right indicates that you can move on with the dialogue by pressing E. Oh boy, Chibi-Tan is pissed. So Chibi-Tan says that to Stream Elements every time Stream Elements pops up after Chibi-Tan wakes. The first time, sorry. Stream Elements says anything after Chibi-Tan has woken up during a stream. And this is because Stream Elements kept telling Tidders that it didn't have enough bar tokens to do things, or that items that it was trying to redeem that hadn't been redeemed all stream were on cooldown, but then it was letting everybody else redeem them. So Chibi-Tan is sticking up for the wonderful community members and moderators in chat by being mean to Stream Elements. Oh, Gibraltar, thank you for the treat for Chibi-Tan. They do a hard but important job telling Stream Elements to piss off. Okay, so hold E to dismiss the tutorial. That's a really good way of putting a tutorial in. You have to press this button to dismiss the tutorial. Hey Noah, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. I heard that a ship with new people arrived last night. I had a feeling you might be in there. How was your journey through space? Oh, it's set in space. Well, it's set on a planet that is in space. It sucked. I felt like I was buried alive with my parents. Oof, that's cheerful. Space! I think we still have a space command. You're headed downstairs, right? I'll come with you. So, how's life on Drovia? I don't really like it at first. There's not much going on here. We do! Thank you, Torpor. There's not much going on here yet. Hard to imagine it's going to be like New Joran one day. But when you think about it, it's actually pretty cool. What is? Making history and stuff. Conquering a foreign planet, building the first ever savant colony. Isn't that exciting? Oh, Savient colony, sorry. I don't know. I feel like I've seen most of this place already. Well, they're still building it. By the way, where do you live? Our apartment is on floor... Is that -8? I don't know if that is supposed to just be floor 8, or if it's floor -8. I'm going to assume it's actually supposed to be -8. It's on floor -8, near the stairs up to the common area. First ever Savlon colony for all those minor cuts. Bravo, Torpor. No way, you got one of those fancy apartments? I mean, Az is alright too. I think it's because of my parents' job. All the scientists are in that area. Anyway, I've got to get back home. Recess is almost over. Maybe you can show me around later? When's the Sudocrem colony starting? Oh, I'd have to take Porthos to the Sudocrem colony. Use a lot of Sudocrem on him when he scratches himself too much. Oh, Gibraltar, thank you for the treat for me. It will be... whatever the fuck flavour this orange and yellow ring thingy is. They're really nice, but I have no idea what they are. I think they're peach rings. I've got to admit, one of the best things for me... They're not like the peach rings I normally have, though, because the peach rings I normally have are bigger and, like, foamier, like, squishier. Whereas that's got quite a lot of... I want to say it's got bite to it, if you know what I mean. It's the same sort of consistency as vegan gummies are, rather than the peach rings I'm used to that are very definitely not vegan gummies. When I was young, it was a miracle cure. I swear if you could ingest it, my mum would have fed it to me to fix a dicky tum. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, one of the nicest things about being in Scotland for me is that Porthos doesn't seem to be allergic to everything around here. So we've not had to buy him allergy meds since we moved. And his allergy meds were not cheap. So I'm quite happy with that. It means we also go through Sudocrem less. It takes us a year to get through a pot now. Porthos safe environment, yeah, exactly. He used to scratch his tummy so much that it would go all red, and sometimes he'd even make it bleed. He was scratching it so much and it really worried me. Sometimes he'd do that even after we started to get him the meds. So I'm really glad that he's not struggling with that anymore. Like, we tried everything. We tried hypoallergenic food, like getting him extra beds so that we could rotate them, so that we could keep them clean and stuff like that. Nothing was helping. I think it was just the grass or the air or something. But there's a lot less pollution in the air here than there was back in Leicester, so maybe it's just that. Doesn't like the pollution. Soft, sweet boy. Hello, Rocket. Welcome in. Actually, before you go, there's something I want to show you. Can you wait till this afternoon? I don't want to be late. My dog did that, had to totally change her diet. Yeah, so we tried changing his diet. We did grain-free, we did... we found out he's got a pork allergy, so he doesn't have anything with pork in it. We basically tried everything. And the end result was we had to put him on really strong anti-allergy meds that cost like £300 for a couple of months. Only beef sausage for the boy, yeah. My dog has a skin issue too. Tried a load of things to see if we could work out what the issue was. Turns out he's allergic to eating cat poop, and it's difficult to catch him doing it in the garden. But we've got the litter boxes locked up like Fort Knox. Oh my god, that is such a dog thing to do, isn't it? This makes me hurt, but it's so tasty. Dogs, man. Dippy little buggers. We love them, though. We love them very much. Mine has just skulked off out of the room because I'm talking about him. Who cares? Come on. It's really cool. Today's my first day at school here. I don't want to make a bad impression on my first day. What do you want to show me? You'll see. What do you think, folks? Do we want to be late for school and see the thing? Or do we want to be a good little bean and go to school? I'm going to blow my nose while you think about it. Ugh. Because it's very humid here today, and it keeps raining and then getting really warm again, and it's making my nose run because it doesn't know what's going on. Go to school, he might be our corpse for this game if we do so. Yeah, go to school. We want a plot. A murder plot. I like you thinking, Torpor. Weather is similar here in the northeast US, but in addition, my dog Charlie is scared of thunder. Oh no, Sano. Poor Charlie. Please give Charlie pets. Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today, other than thunder-related issues. Heck the rules, anarchy! I mean, I can think of more than a few occasions where I have been late for school because I've gone and done something with my friends instead of, you know, going to school. Or just not gone to a class at all. But it's fine. I was ahead of everybody anyway, it didn't matter. I'm gonna have to get the dice out, aren't I? Actually, you know what? This might make the game do a bit of a fucky wucky, but let's find out. Yeah, it does. Oh, nice pause menu. It does look a bit like Party Hard, doesn't it? This is not Party Hard, though. Okay. 1 minute poll about to start, so get your voting fingers ready. That's really nice, I like that. Last saved 12 minutes ago. So for anyone that came in after we started the game up, this game does not allow you to manually save. And you are not able to revert to a previous save. Once you've done something, you have to live with the consequences of your actions. No worries at all, Prime B. Ah, Iron Man mode, very much so, yes. Ooh. Sorry, I've exited out of the game again so that I can load the poll up so I can actually see it. Oh, Oh, it's split! Who put a vote in at the end? Made it 50-50. You fiend! Okay. Fine. Fine. I see how it is. We're getting the bag out. Yeah, we'll get this bag out. Because it's on the top. I have bags of dice inside bags of dice inside bags of dice. Because I'm a dice gremlin. I do love this dice bag, though. It's got a Death's Head Hawk Moth on it. It was a Christmas present from my mum and Slow. And I love it. Ooh, what kind of metal crack are you looking at, Rocket? Tell me more. Okay, I'm going to roll a d6. I should have called it first. Hang on. Okay, I'll roll it again. Odds, we go to school. Evens, we skip school. Ah, fair play, Rocket. Odd! The dice gods have given us a 3. Ooh. So, we're going to school. I don't have time. Sorry, I really don't have time. You can show me later, okay? Don't be such a drag. I really have to go. I'm sorry. Fine, your loss. Let's meet again later, okay? My parents got me a new cell. You want to connect? Sure. Alright, I'll message you when school's over. That was a bit incongruous, wasn't it? Alright. Okay. See you later, Mira. Oh yeah, he's totally gonna die before we finish school. Press C or click on the cell icon to open our cell phone. Ta-da! Objectives! Walk home. Thought we were going to school. Every conversation you have is logged in this tab to help you keep track of who said what. Yes! Okay. Points to this game for appealing to people like me that can't remember what they did this morning, let alone what they did last time they played a video game. I love stuff like this. It's one of the things I always loved about the Ace Attorney games is that you could scroll back through the conversation that had occurred during that part of the game. It's very, very nice. I mean, this game still kind of forces you to play a certain amount because if you don't have a save point. But, at least you don't feel like you have to complete something, like, up to a certain point for it to, be doable. That's not the word I'm looking for, but I'm sure you folks know what I mean. I'm a little tired, can you tell? It's been a long week. Okay. Down we go. So many slugs out today. Yeah, we noticed that the other day when we were out with Porthos. It's been raining so much and there was just slugs absolutely everywhere. And snails. Because I'm still not 100% steady on my feet. Just noticed the now playing thing was still up. A few snails may have ended up underneath my shoes. Because I couldn't get around them. There were so many of them. I felt so bad about it though. Every time there was a crunch, I was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I hate stepping on snails. I feel so guilty. You know, they're just walking there and I mean, so am I, but... Oh, this is nice. Stuff like this in the foreground, in front of, where your character is moving can be a complete pain in the arse if it's not done well, but it's nice for a bit of depth when you're just like walking somewhere and there's nothing for you to interact with and you're not fighting or anything like that. Just have that little bit of banana, apple, wild fruit, blue ice. Blue ice? What's your flavour? Can we... Oh, we can! Oh, no. Still talking to us. I was hoping we could actually, like... Maybe we can later? Maybe we're not old enough. Shipment of Kosh green caramel bars just arrived. Okay. When I was in the settings for this, there was an option for voiceover subtitles and voice volume. But we've not seen any, well, not heard any voice acting yet. So I'm wondering if it's like voice acted cutscenes and nothing else, or something like that. No way, you have deep fried tulpa fish. Damn right we do. Only place on Drovia to serve it. You just arrived, huh? Yeah, it's my first day here. I'm so happy you served tulpa. It's my favourite dish back home. So you want some? Sorry, I'm in a hurry. School's about to start. But I'll be back this afternoon. Aeon Protech Gaming, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in. Thank you for trusting me with your community today. Hello everyone, my name is Hobbytan. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. And today we are taking a look at Lacuna, which is a game that I have owned for over a year and have just not had the time for, apparently. Liking it so far, really good atmosphere. We're not very far in. So don't worry if you think you've missed anything. You most assuredly haven't. Do we go this way? Is home this way?
Is the best game ever made.
Hey,
and anyone who says
Cypher.
otherwise is wrong.
Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. So how was your stream, Aeon? Can I call you Aeon? Is that okay? You were streaming some music, I see, from what GB10 has said there. What kind of music do you do? Oh, okay, so we're homeschooled. I wonder if everybody is homeschooled. Alright. Welcome to today's second lesson. I hope you all had a nice break. This morning I walked you through our learning platform and showed you the curriculum for this year. Hey Buff, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. You'll be taught about the same topics as you would back home. Today we're going to go over some basic facts about our solar system. This won't be news to most of you, but I want to make sure we are all on the same page. Alright, thank you, Buff. A little tired today. It's been a very busy week. Doing good, had food. What food did you have? Please let me live vicariously through you. So I had to explain about where babies come from. Oh, you had the birds and the bees talk, did you, Cypher? Oh boy. How did that go? I remember when my mum gave me the birds and the bees talk. It was very funny, which I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't say about their parents explaining sex to them. But my mum is a very gifted storyteller and always has been. Half a pizza. Very nice. I already know all this stuff. Can I skip this lesson and come back later? No. I haven't even told you what exactly we're going to talk about. Let me ask my dad. I'm sure he'll write me a note. Classes are mandatory for everyone. Even for the son of our chief of security. Of course, it's the kid of the chief of security who thinks he doesn't have to be here for this shit. According to Prime, it's not the 14th yet. Is that when your Prime sub renews? It may be a like time of day kind of issue, because I know I have that. I'm sure he'll agree with me. You were all given a map of the solar system as part of your school package. I can see that some of you have already put it up on the wall. Very nice. Please take a moment to double check if it's there. You may need it for your next assignment. I'm no longer subbed but can't use Prime yet. Ah, yeah. That's weird. Because normally it ticks over at the same time. Very odd. Okay. Press space to toggle your AR module's investigation mode. Once active, it will highlight nearby objects you can examine. Ooh. Toggle to the right using... Is that supposed to be tab? And to the left using shift. And investigate using E or the left mouse button. Usually takes an hour or so before it allows you to use the Prime sub again after expiry. Really? Well, that sucks. I've never had that. It's always ticked over at the same time. Either that or I'm just losing hours here, there, and everywhere. Please note that you cannot interact with anyone or anything while in investigation mode. Don't talk to me, I'm investigating. Okay, so investigation mode. Let's see if it was tab. It was tab! The strange, scribbly keyboard button was tab. Okay. Hey, sweetie, we just missed you. Have fun in class. We'll be back this afternoon. Mum. Okay. That looks like it's a map. It is! Okay. And there is our solar system. So we've got New Joran, Drovia, and Gara. And we're on Drovia at the moment. I think we probably came from New Joran, based on the conversation we had with our friend. But we'll see. Map of the Six and their moons. I don't know, Cypher. But maybe we'll find out. Okay, do I need to do something with that? It did say the 6, and I only see... Okay, I just had to do that. That's fine. Some poor bugger's broken down in the middle of a donut roundabout. Oh no! That sucks. Like, breaking down, full stop, is just awful. But breaking down on a roundabout is just, ugh. Hey, Porthos. What's up, buddy? Can you sit for me? If we've got any raiders in chat still, please meet the other member of this channel. This is Porthos. He is 13 at the end of the month. He's a rescued Staffordshire Bull Terrier. He is the sweetest, most adorable, delicate little angel baby in the whole wide world. Wouldn't hurt a fly. And is currently begging for treats. Torpor, thank you for the treat for Porthos. You ready, buddy? Oh, yeah. Here you go. He slobbered on my fingers. Good job I've got a tissue. Oh, Buff, thank you for the treat for Porthos. Now I want a donut. I've not had donuts in ages. Hey, apologist, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. He's also the figurehead of a cult, but that's a different story. Yes. No, it's not a cult, it's the Church of Porthos. It's a established, legitimate religion. I completely forgot about that. I actually stumbled on the photo edit of Pope Thos the other day. It was just like, shit, I forgot about that. Cult is about Glottis, get it right. We also have the Cult of Glottis. Church of Porthos, Cult of Glottis. Because Glottis is the bestest boy, as is Porthos. Anyway, looks like you all have the poster. It'll help you solve the task I'm about to give you. Ruh-roh. I also have another resource for you, an excerpt from a recent news article. Sending you both the sheet and the article now. Open your cell, check your news and sheets tabs. Oh my god, can you imagine a world in which teachers can send stuff directly to your phone? Left your homework behind? Oh well, they just texted it to you. Try and get out of it now. It's education gone mad. Don't like that. Yeah, me either. Okay, so we have to finish the talky bit before we can open our cell. Submit the sheet once you think you've got it. Porthos, can you maybe clean yourself a little quieter, please, baby? You're being very noisy. I love you, but you're loud. I'd like to point out that I'm a founding member of the Cult of the Tube. This is very true. Okay. From time to time, it can be useful to stop and think for a while. I mean, true. Some benches and sofas and chairs offer a place to sit down, take out your cell, and go over everything you know so far. Okay. We'll have a sit and a think. Also, I have a donut. Yes! We have a lot of cults. We do. Okay. Can we... If we do that and then do this? Yeah. Here we go. Whenever you receive a news article, it is stored in this tab. Select it to view the latest news. The little bouncing icon indicates new cell content you haven't seen yet. Sheets are added to this tab of your cell. Select the correct answers to fill the gaps. When the sheet is due, a submit button appears at the bottom. The solar system. The first colony outside of 1, the cradle of humanity, was built in 1608. It was a small science base on Millen? One of the planet's 3 moons. Fast forward to today. Humanity has conquered most of the solar system. The colonization of Drovia started only about a year ago. Saviants from 2, the closest planet to Drovia, have now established their own colony. Your new home, Sector 2 on Drovia. This not only gives us savience for our very own nation, but also access to one of the world's most sought-after resources. 3. Due to technological innovations, the price of 3 has skyrocketed over the last year. Okay. Lithium will pass the torch. Commentary by Martha Bold. For almost 4 centuries, lithium-ion technology was the be-all and end-all. Can we click that? No, we can't. Okay. In battery technology, up until recently, nobody would have predicted the sudden rise of tellurium-based energy storage. Just 2 years ago, scientists first succeeded in producing a tellurium-based prototype that far exceeded its lithium counterpart in terms of storage capacity, weight, power, and longevity. When vast amounts of the supposedly rare tellurium ore were discovered under the crust of Drovia last year, a new gold rush began, the likes of which we haven't seen since Gara's first lunar colonies. 2 very different factions, Gara and a group of Savients, migrants from New Joran, have already secured their spot on the planet's surface, eager to participate in this next technological revolution. Charlie update, a bit of CBD oil, the air conditioner turned on to mask the sound, and getting burritoed in his favourite blankie, and he's fallen asleep on the couch. Oh, precious baby. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that he settled down. And now you can relax a bit too. Okay, so it's tellurium. Lithium's in there as a you didn't actually read the assignment red herring. Because if you see lithium there, you just leave it at that and fill out the sheet with lithium, you're going to get the shit kicked out of you verbally by your teacher. I can almost guarantee it. So this is tellurium. First colony outside of Gara. I think that's Gara, Cradle of Humanity. Was built in 1608. Small science base on Millen, one of the planet's 3 moons. So we need to go have another look at our map and see which planet has 3 moons. Yep, I was right, it's Gara. Oops. Need to press space, not escape. Sheets, solar system. So that's Gara. Savients from New Joran. Submit. Alright, Mira, I received your sheet. Let's go over it. Let's see if I was right. First answer is correct. Humanity originated from Gara and settled on the other planets from there. Let's get the second question. This is an easy one, wasn't it? Savients from New Joran that created our own colony on Drovia. Their own colony on Drovia. Now, for the last question. That's right. We are mining tellurium on Drovia. It's a very valuable resource nowadays. Good job, Mira. Looks like you have a grasp of this topic. Let's move on to the next. Hold on. What was that? Ruh-roh. That doesn't sound good. Connection closed. Call interrupted due to an emergency. Structural breach detected. Please relocate to the closest safe room as quickly as possible. They will be locked in 60 seconds. Emergency exit plans have been distributed to all living units. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. But I don't know where the thing is. Space. Tab. E. Safe room is there, so down, left, down, and all the way to the right. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. I keep hitting space instead of E. Or down. Or whatever I'm supposed to hit. Down. We go. Can't go that way. 30 seconds until lockdown. And I am lost already. Right. Help! Anyone, please! Hey girl, please help me. The door is stuck. Noah! Mira, come on, you've got to hurry. But she... Please, just grab the door and pull. We're helping her. We're helping her. Come on. 10 seconds to lockdown. It's working! Come on! Please don't let go. Yes! We saved her! We're gonna die, aren't we? This seems suboptimal. Okay. And that's the tutorial complete.
Even after 10 years, meeting your ex still feels kind of strange.
So we're on Gara
Maybe it
now.
doesn't if you don't still have feelings for her. And maybe it doesn't if the whole world isn't on the brink of war. I don't even know why I agreed to see Kat that day. My thoughts were still lingering on my work. My unit was responsible for the safety of one of the most important visitors Gara had seen in a long time. Joseph Banny, Foreign Minister of Drovia. Whatever came of his negotiations with our president could make or break the relationship between our planets for generations to come. Yet here I was, fighting with my ex about how often I should call my daughter, pretending that it mattered.
Well then. Sounds like we're having a good life. Neil, did you hear what I said? Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Were you listening to the radio? I'm sorry, Kat. They were talking about Banny. This whole thing has really put me on edge. You haven't changed a bit. You know how important it is this time. Yeah, that's what you said every time. Let's get back to Laura. That's why we're here, right? I don't know what else to say. You never visit her, you don't even call her back. You're being unfair. I watched that awful movie with her that you didn't want to see. Come on, that was over a month ago. And you've barely responded to her messages ever since. I don't understand how you can treat her like that. She deserves better. Honestly, I don't like spending time at our old place. What? Why? We're gonna be truthful. It reminds me of our life together, I guess. You never seemed to care much at the time. You keep telling yourself that, Kat. Sure, I'm telling myself that. You were never home. Starting out at the CDI, none of us were ever home. Whatever. We've been having this discussion for a decade. Laura's a teenager now, and it would be good for her if she had a second parent to talk to. And good for me, frankly. Look, I'll try to do better. Great. Why don't you go up to her right now then? She's home, and I won't be bothering you. I have an appointment. Okay, fine, we'll do it. Yeah, okay. Really? Laura will be delighted. Seems I've come in at a bad time. Didn't expect a family dispute. You've come in at the beginning of the actual game rather than the tutorial bit. Kian, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're Neil. This is Catherine, or Kat, our ex-wife, who is currently having a go at us for not spending enough time with our teenage daughter. I have to go now. It was good to see you. You too.
As I started walking home, I felt angry at myself. Not for failing to show
Can't go
my
that way.
daughter how much I cared for her, but for actually not caring as much as she would have deserved. At least that's what I thought I felt like at the time. was under a lot of pressure due to Banny's visit, and I found it hard to think about anything other than work.
Oh boy, do I know that feeling. It was telling me to sprint there, but it didn't feel right to sprint whilst he was thinking what are some deep and emotional thoughts. That felt like the kind of thing that you want to be, you know, walking. I like his run animation. Let's go visit our daughter then. This is a really pretty little game so far. And the music's gorgeous. Really, really like the music. Hey, Laura. Oh, Dad. Hi. You working on your novel? Yeah, no, please stop looking at the screen. It's still very rough. What are you doing here? I thought I'd stop by to say hello. Haven't had much time for that lately. Did Mum send you? We're not gonna lie. There's no point in lying. Kind of, but she can't really send me anywhere. I came because I wanted to. Okay. So, how's that novel coming along? Will I ever get to read it? I'm working on a different text right now. Haven't had much time for the novel lately. Sorry, got an itchy eye. But that gives me an opportunity to look away from the game and see what's going on in chat. With that trench coat, is he Neil Columbo by any chance? Well, we are a detective, Kian. So, yes. Had an idea for a comic strip about a pair of goblins called Snicket and Ginnel. Good names. Good names. You have my attention, Cypher. I'm in that writing contest, don't you remember? I made it into the second round. Hey, not bad, that's great. I have to knock it out of the park because I have to make it to the finals. Point and click Columbo game would be great. You see, I agree with you, but I'm also like...
Hello there.
I literally just got their names. Hey, it's a start. My experience of point and click adventure games based on police procedurals or detective popular detectives is that, with the exception of a couple of the Frogwares Sherlock Holmes games, they're all a bit rough, shall we say. Like even the Frogwares Sherlock Holmes games, which I absolutely adore, are not always great. Fantastic, Cypher. All the finalists participate in a workshop led by Hannah Slater. That would be so awesome. Who's that? You don't know her? Seriously? She wrote The Tree and the Asteroid. She's the best. Frogwares is Terrifying Watson, isn't it? Frogwares did do Terrifying Watson from the Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper game, yes. That was one of their earlier Sherlock Holmes games. And does not play well on modern machines, unfortunately. Sounds good. I'm sure you'll make it. At least one of us is optimistic. I need to finish this within the next 2 days, and it still sucks. I'll leave you to it then. Let me know if you want to go watch another movie. You did like the last one after all, didn't you? I hated it. Sure you did. See you soon, Dad. So we did the thing. We saw our daughter. Yeah, let's get the news. Why not? What could possibly go horribly wrong for us? Oh, a bit of news. There is face customizer coming to Hero Forge. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great stuff. I still have my affiliate link for Hero Forge as well, so if anybody does want to do some custom faces on their Hero Forge minis, please feel free to use my link. Age slider. Oh, cool. So you can do more mature characters. Fab. Oh, this is pretty. Millex. Mine the future. In the corner here. Let's have a look at the news. Before we, We've walked 268 steps. It's 22 minutes to get to Drovia, 26 minutes to get to New Joran, 0 seconds to get to Gara, because we're on Gara. Decent resting heart rate. I used your Oddballs link. Ah, it was you, was it, Cypher? I got the email to say, hey, free pants for everybody. So thank you for that, Cypher. Love the freebie. Like, I'd ordered some stuff from them, and it popped up and said, if you share this link with people, then you both get pants. And I was like, oh, 2 people get pants. This seems like a good plan. So I thought I'd drop it in there just in case anybody, like me, has a bit of a soft spot for very garishly colourful underwear. And like a Muppet didn't get the free pants code? No! Oh, Cypher. Silly bean. Well, I hope you like whatever you ended up buying from them, and that it's nice and comfy and enjoyable, even though you didn't get it for free. I have a speedrun related to video to share. Oh, go on then, Rocket. What we got? Obviously, I won't watch it during the stream, but needed swimming shorts anyway, and I got a free umbrella. I also got a free umbrella with my order. I did want to get some swimming shorts, but the ones that I wanted, they hadn't got in my size. So I'm going to have to wait until they come back into stock, and then I will get them. About a specific Ratchet and Clank exploit. Lovely stuff. I love stuff like that. Like, speedrun tech is one of my favourite things about speedrunning. Especially discovering new tech for a game. Like, one of the games that I suggested that I might get into speedrunning, Perception, the horror game where you play the blind lady. The tech for that is so fun. And I... because it was all being discovered as the runners were learning the runs, they've posted it all into the forums for the speedrun. So I was just going through all the videos as one specific speedrunner's just going, oh, I found another place where you can use this specific tech to skip an entire segment of the game. I was like, wow, that's so fucking cool. I love stuff like that. Like, I could be doing that with my DuckTales runs, but I don't, because I enjoy doing just like the game without trying to break it. But I love seeing all of the ways you can break things. Banny's symbolic visit from the Garian Daily. Garian Daily? Garian Daily. Garian Daily? I don't know. It must be Garian Daily because it's Gara. Oh yeah, I know. I was watching a thing about the speedruns for Medieval the other day. They're also on a whole other fucking level. It's so cool. And Banjo-Kazooie as well. The Banjo-Kazooie speedruns are amazing stuff. Seriously, if you're interested in speedruns, watch some Banjo-Kazooie speedruns. It's good stuff. How long is it, Rocket? Because I don't... The thing is, if I'm showing it on stream, I will literally have to set things up so that I can show it on stream, because I do not have a setup that allows me to easily play YouTube videos. So I would have to fuck about setting it up. Okay, I'll think about it. This morning, after a 6-week journey through space, the most important guest of this year's Interplanetary Trade Summit has finally arrived on Gara, Drovia's Foreign Minister, Joseph Banny. As one of the most radical critics of the Garian state and its colonial activities, Banny has been fighting for more economic and political autonomy on Drovia's part for a while. His central demand at the summit is expected to be Drovia's full emancipation from Garian rule. However, political observers don't expect President Robertson to give in to their demands. The Drovia experts in Robertson's ministry declared themselves against granting the colony more rights and liberties, especially in light of the Savient Front's growing influence on Drovia. The Savient Front is an extremist branch of the Savient religion and is infamous for defending backwards, anti-scientific positions. Drovian independence would inevitably lead to a stronger influence of this group in our solar system. However, if Robertson doesn't want to escalate relations between our planets, he might be forced to find some compromises with Banny. Oh yeah, but there's like an entire layer of muscle in there, Kian. Sumo are fucking amazing. Seems to be a sus reasoning a little bit, yeah. Sector 2 incident 40th anniversary. Okay, so this is 40 years after the tutorial. Guardian Gazette. News by Kevin Gustafson. Today marks the 40th anniversary of the tragic Sector 2 incident, which put an abrupt and permanent end to New Joran's colonisation efforts on Drovia. Critical structural flaws led to a series of explosions in the colonial mines, which caused big parts of the residential tunnels above to collapse, resulting in over 1,000 deaths. An independent investigation concluded that oversight of the construction projects on the part of New Joran's public authorities had been dangerously negligent. Following public outcry and pressure from the interplanetary community, New Joran was forced to shut down its colonisation project on Drovia for good. To this day, an addendum to the Space Travel and Planetary Protection Treaty of 1803 forbids the construction of another New Joran colony on Drovian ground. 85-year-old Juliette Lacoste, a survivor herself, lost her only daughter Mira in the incident. Lacoste had taken a job as a geographer aiding with the analysis of mineral composition in the planet's crust. The tragic loss of her daughter ended up destroying her marriage as well. She moved to Gara and became a Garian citizen because, in her own words, she would never be able to forgive New Joran's government for what they did to her family. Lacoste will be on our special instalment tonight and recount her memories of the horrific incident. I have new respect and fear for E-Honda, as you fucking should, Kian. Yeah, Honda is amazing. And I'm loving what they've done with him in Street Fighter 6. Like, I've not played it myself, but I've been watching Longfang play it, as I'm sure most of you have. Shout out to my buddy Longfang, who is on holiday at the moment. Well deserved. But, yeah. I'm loving what they've done with some of the classic Street Fighter characters in SF6. Really good shit. So the news is cheerful. It's like being in the real world, isn't it? Gara seems a little bit smoggy.
Give me your fuck boy.
Ooh, do we want to buy cigarettes? think we do. Are we really a noir detective if we don't have a packet of cigarettes? Oh! In a post-cancer time, smoking is a less lethal but still addictive lifestyle for many. Cigarettes can be bought all across the city. Your cell's home tab lists how many cigarettes you have left. The choice is yours. Help Neil quit smoking or enjoy some nice views of the city over a cigarette. That's interesting. So I mentioned this earlier, but we have had more people come in since then. This game doesn't let you save or revert saves. So once you've made a decision, the game auto-saves and you have to live with the choices of your with the consequences of your action. So if I pick up cigarettes now, that is setting us on a path to Neil smoking for the rest of the game, basically. Oh, Torpor, thank you very much for the Meat Mecha maintenance. Lovely folks in chat. I have to partake of the Meat Mecha maintenance. A little stretch, a little posture check, and a little hydrate, because Torpor has paid for me to do so. It is actively encouraged that you follow suit. Have a little stretch, maybe adjust in your seat. If you've been shrimping up a little bit, give your back a little bit of love by adjusting your posture. Maybe roll your neck a little bit. Have a sip of your drink. Heck, you're not on microphones right now. If you want to grab a little snack, grab yourself a little snack. And get yourself cozy. Thank you for that, Torpor. Very well timed as well, because I probably needed to move about a little bit. Okay, so we've had 2 people say, quit smoking, so I will not buy cigarettes. We're just going to go to our apartment. I like that they've gone to the effort of saying they don't cause cancer anymore. This is a post-cancer world. I have to shrimp to colour in a mostly naked lady. And whilst this may be the case, you can re-shrimp after you have unshrimped.
Looked at my reflection in the
It's just good to give your body that moment of pause.
I wondered why I'd opened up to Kat about feeling weird at our old place. I didn't want her to think I still missed her. Maybe I did. Because something still hurt when I
The
saw her.
shrimpening.
Although it might just have been the memory of not getting something we wanted. Of having failed. As good as we may be at making sense of things, there are some we can't work into the narrative.
Seems like we have a lot of baggage. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah. Oh, not sure I like that. Welcome, visitor. Mr. Conrad is currently not at home. My father-in-law's just been given the all clear from cancer. That's fantastic news, Cypher. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sure that's a weight off your mind. It's probably because I'm standing in the hallway. Would you like to leave a message? No, it's me, Neil Conrad. Perform another scan. Scanning is currently not possible. Please contact the system administrator for more information. Right, the scanner's probably busted again. I should check my cell. Maybe I got notified about it. Okay. Apartment code from A. Stevens. Dear Mr. Conrad, I hope you read this message in time. Your building's ID scanning system broke earlier today and is currently under maintenance. As your apartment will not be able to identify you, you have to enter your backup key code, which is updated every month for security reasons. Your current code is 9264. I will keep you updated on the ID system's status. I apologise for the inconvenience, and I hope the matter will be resolved shortly. Yours, Andrew Stevens. Baggage is an essential part of Noir characters. This is very true. Very, very true. Just in case I actually have to remember the code, 9264. Where do I input it? Welcome, visitor. Mr. Conrad is currently not at home. Such a secure communication. Email, yeah. Yeah, shut it. I want to enter a PIN, please. From time to time, you may be prompted to enter a sequence of numbers into a keypad. Whenever the keypad symbol in the bottom right lights up, you can open it by pressing N. Once it's open, input the numbers using WASD and then E. Okay. Or just do it this way. Thank you, Cypher. Reading all that stuff, I'd completely forgotten the number again. Welcome, visitor. You entered the correct PIN, unlocking the door. Hey, Gary. So, how'd that date with your ex go? Perfectly. What do you think? Oh, I hope it was worth ditching me. What's the situation? Our job's done for today. Banny and his staff are with President Robertson now. Tonight, they are invited to dinner with some fat cats. Smart security is a way of begging to be robbed. So things like ring doorbells and stuff like that, they don't help. And depending on the area you live in, you are not wrong, Kian. So there was a family that moved in a few doors down from the house that I spent most of my teenage years in. And oh no, all of my teenage years. They installed security cameras and stuff like that. We'd never had any break-ins on the street. After they moved in, they got burgled almost immediately. All of their expensive shit stolen. Because they've got like a lot of gold and stuff like that. All stolen. Because we lived right next to a really badly impoverished estate. And they had just basically broadcast that they'd got something worth stealing. Whereas every other house on the street was just like, there was us, and then there was a bunch of elderly couples who probably had things worth stealing, but nothing that was worth stealing to the point that they were trying to protect it, you know? So it can... Security cameras and stuff like that can work as a deterrent, but equally, depending on the environment that you're in and what the crime rate is like in that area anyway, it can just act as a big old flag saying, I've got shit worth your time. And most of it's fairly easy to bypass or to, conceal your identity from anyway. Ring doorbells are the bane of canvassers. I can imagine they are, but they're also shit, and the security on them's not that good, or it didn't used to be. I don't trust them because the security didn't used to be good. I'm pretty sure it's not anymore. It's still not now. Pretty sure there's a video somewhere of some guy hacking into someone else's Ring doorbell and getting it to play Doom. Things went over smoothly. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. But goddamn, Banny's guys annoyed the fuck out of me. They didn't miss an opportunity to call us colonialists. That's why I hate the posters from the home security companies that they put on the house. Yeah. Like the big stickers. Protected with this. Yeah. Just like, don't advertise it. Just don't fucking advertise it. Good security system, you don't know it's there until you need it. Or until the person who you're trying to break into the house of needs it. Yeah, exactly, Kian. One more time and I might have punched them all in the throat. I'm just happy they're Johnson's responsibility for the rest of the day. Well, let's hope they're all getting along better after the summit. Exactly, Torpor. Did you read the article about the trade summit in the news today? Yes, I did. The one about Robertson not really planning on giving Banny anything. They've been saying that for weeks. Let's wait and see. What else do you think will happen? Drovian independence? You ask me, Banny shouldn't get anything at all. We built the whole colony after all. Anyway, the chief has scheduled a briefing tomorrow morning at 9. Don't be late. Copy that. See you tomorrow. Oh, we have a chameleon! Or possibly, a different variety of... His name's Horace! Ah! I love him. Hey, Horace. How's it going? We're gonna pet Horace. Oh! Yes! I'm getting screenshots of the little pictures. Because Horace is beautiful. And there's always room for more Discord emotes. Hey, Horace. Can I feed you now? Aww. I'm all for independence, but not zealotry, so I'm conflicted here. Yeah, that's fair. Glossary allows you to read up on important people and places if you need a reminder. Oh, I love this. You folks know what I'm like when it comes to trying to remember things, especially if, like, we do a little showcase like this where I play a game once and then maybe we come back to it later if people have been enjoying watching it. And then I don't remember anything that we did. Like, I had, like, 1 week off from, Killer Frequency. And I had to get Tids to remind me of everything that we'd done previously because I'd forgotten it all. My memory's so bad. So I love the fact that you can go back through conversation logs. You've got a glossary here with information about all the all of the things that you've encountered already. So we've got the CDI and the Federation. Federation is the strongest faction in the solar system, spanning Gara as well as nations on Femis, Law, and multiple moons. CDI, the Central Department of Intelligence of the Garian state, headed by its director and overseen by the Attorney General. Or the zealotry thing is propaganda, who knows? Yeah, could be. People. Aww. I was hoping that Horace would be in here. I mean, I know it says people, but Horace can be people if he wants. I don't trust the Federation after what they did to Horace. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well done. Okay, do we actually have cigarettes? I think we do. Okay. Let's have a look. We do!
How do you do, fellow kids?
Are we, we're not going to smoke at all. We're going to go completely smokeless, yes? Clean living. We are a clean living Neil. We can go to sleep. What have we got over here? Nothing that we can do anything with, but we can make Neil dance against the wall. Now, Neil has a case of rave leg. We just go to sleep in our clothes. I do that sometimes. It's 2 a.m. and we're getting a phone call. Hello? Conrad, it's me. Everything alright? It's not. Banny's been shot. Oh, shit. What? How? What's his condition? He's dead. Where are you now? He's dead? I asked you where you are, Conrad. I'm at my place. I'll have someone pick you up. With a gun? You know, I don't... It's a 15-minute train ride. I'll be right there. Make it quick.
Fuck.
Okay, this is a thing we run to.
I didn't even dare think about the impending political aftermath. If this was indeed murder,
I can't pet Horace.
I hope there was
Damn
a
it.
mistake.
Not allowed to
Maybe
pet
Gary
Horace
had
before I
gone
leave.
crazy. Maybe I was dreaming. Foreign Minister Banny's death could be the tipping point in the conflict between Gyara and Drovia. This whole visit was meant to ease tensions between our planets. Now it could lead to war. The first interplanetary war. Fuck, Neil, snap out of it. You'll figure this out.
I really wish I'd sorted the politics
Focus
command
on the
out before
text.
today. I may have gotten a little bit distracted learning about the Skaven alphabet. And not done any, like, stream admin stuff this week. You know, thinking about it, we don't live that far from... I've run too far. Oh, no. We're going to wait a sec. That fountain looks really good. Like, it's not the best water I've seen in a pixel art game. That award, that honour goes to Backbone. But it's pretty damn good. And we're on the train. In the Mansion District. We're in the fancy bit of town. Enter the villa. Okay. Okay, I'm actually quite proud of how smooth the transition between running left and running up was then. There you are, Conrad. You took long enough. Evening, Gary. Fill me in. It seems like Banny was shot by a sniper when he was out on the balcony. Secretary was with him when it happened. Clean headshot. He was dead on the spot. Staff's pretty shaken up, but nobody else is hurt. Any developments since he was shot? Anything suspicious? Nope. Seems like the sniper hit their target and ran. I also asked the staff if they noticed anything unusual prior to the attack. Secretary and the priest said no. Bodyguards refused to talk to me altogether. How come? Bunch of radical Drovian nationalists, conspiracy nuts. Give them a moment. They're all traumatized right now. If he is dead, he would not be any less dead if you took longer. No, you are very correct there. Any old men in clown costumes? They're supposed to be professionals. They've got to snap out of it. They keep refusing to cooperate. I'm taking them in for obstructing our investigation. Flamingo costumes. See, if he'd been, sniped with a tin of beans, yeah, I'd be with you there. Hi, Porthos. What's up, buddy? Just booping me. What's the matter? Oof. Ugh. Hi, baby. Do you just want some attention? Oh. You can't see what's going on properly because he's leaning his head back because he's enjoying it. But, I'm massaging his ears and he's loving it. You big soft baby. No, I'm not gonna let you lick my face. No kisses. You smell. This is Gara, not some lawless rock. Hold on, did you say priest earlier? Yeah, a guy from Banny's staff. He's spiritual advisor. And somewhat prominent Savient front member. Guy's fucking annoying. Colroy says he can barely keep him away from Banny's body. What's the priest trying to do? Fuck if I know. Some weird ritual. Torpor, thank you for the treat for Porthos. And Cypher, no worries at all. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. It's been lovely to have you. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Decided to leave you on Porthos for a moment while I blew my nose again. Anyway, we're trying to find out where the shot came from. Has to be one of the opposite high-rises, but we don't know which one. I've already started looking into it, and I think we can pretty much rule out the casino. They ramped up security tonight because of a big fancy event. It'd be near impossible to get a gun in there. And very stupid. We need to track down the perp as soon as possible. Get up there and give Young a hand. Copy that. You realize how big of a shit show this is, right? Can't believe he got shot. What did we miss? I mean, we checked everything. Kept tabs on everyone. Banny seemed to be in nobody's crosshairs. How in God's name did this happen? Well, let's find out. Seriously, comrade, we better have quick results on our hands. If we don't, we'll be the first in line to be out of a job. Yeah. Oops. I didn't realize there was going to be more then and I skipped through it. Let's get up there and find out where the shot came from. Report back to me when you're done. I have a few phone calls to make. Roger. Well, this is fancy. Isn't it? Let's talk to some people. I wondered what the weird little cube was on the table there. Somebody trying to summon Pinhead. Unbelievable. Just leave us alone. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the bodyguards that just don't want to talk to anyone. Neil, over here. So that's Young. It's always nice to see you, except, you know, it's the middle of the night and there's a dead guy on the balcony. Yeah, well, I call that a Tuesday. It's Friday. For real, I'm glad you're here. Gary's been acting like, you know, himself. I'm just setting up my mobile lab. I could use your help. Our number one priority is to find out where the shot came from. Chief already prepared a case sheet. Let me send it to you right now. He wants you to submit it as soon as you think you've got it. Take a look around, talk to Banny's staff. Maybe that will get us closer to our answer. Got it. Oh, and one more thing. We're still missing an important piece of the puzzle. We didn't find the bullet yet. Let me know if you do. Alright, I'm on it. Now that's interesting. Because usually you can make a much easier guess at where the bullet came from if you know where it landed. Ballistics 101. So we want to find that bullet. If it's not, you know, in the victim still. Could it have been a laser weapon? Potentially. Don't know what really is around in this world. Nothing to investigate in here. I suppose what we've got to do... Press H to toggle outline mode. Ooh, yes, don't mind if I do. Objects with yellow outlines can be interacted with. Okay. Every time this game pops up with a new tutorial that is related to what I would consider an accessibility feature, it goes up and up and up, in my opinion. Because little things like this may feel like cheating to some people, but if you've got any kind of visual processing difficulties, or you're just really fucking scatterbrained like I am, stuff like this can be really helpful to aid you in being able to enjoy the game. So the fact that it's there and that it's toggleable, so if you don't want to use it, you don't have to, is fucking great. Gold stars, devs. Gold stars. Objects with blue outlines hold new information when examined. Grey outlines mean that you currently have nothing new to learn from the person or object. Okay. I think my only negative with this is that yellow and blue, if I'm not mistaken, for some colourblind people look the same. I could be wrong there. Because I'm not colourblind, thankfully. Because that would make things very fucking difficult for me. But yeah. And I don't think there's any way to change it, because I don't remember seeing anything about that in the settings. But I might be wrong. I'll have to have a look. Either way, it's great that that feature's there, and I'm totally going to fucking turn it on, because it saves me some time. Although a laser weapon would have lit him on fire. This is true. In a standard setting, but we don't know what the setting here is actually like, as it were. Don't let this guy sweet talk you, comrade. This is the priest, I take it? Ah, we have to be in investigation mode to look at those. Okay. 2 wooden spheres, dubbed bowers. Saviants use them when praying together. Okay. Good to know. We're going to leave him for a moment and just... set it to kill, obviously. Suppose I walked into that, didn't I?
You serious?
Bullet disappeared into the wall right behind this closet. It's locked. Set phases to befuddle. I love it. Love it. Oh, I should probably get some character prep done. Starting in a Star Trek Adventures RP campaign that Slow's running soon. And I'm quite excited about my character, but I haven't done any of the learning that I personally need to do. So that I understand how I'm building my character properly. Like, I've got my character idea, and I've talked through it with Slow. And he's fine with it, and has given me some suggestions on how I could make it a bit more robust. But I've, yeah. Excuse me, sir. Are you with the CDI? I am. Neil Conrad. Pleased to meet you. I am Priest Arjun. I was Mr. Banny's spiritual advisor. I kindly ask that you let me take off Mr. Banny's jewellery. It's a very important part of the Sapient farewell ritual. We must free the dead from their worldly possessions so that they can safely cross over to the afterlife. It must be done before the soul has completely left the body, and we're running out of time. I'll hand the jewellery over to the CDI right away. It has no value to me. I understand, but I can't have you moving the body. It's crucial evidence that can't be tampered with. Do you believe in something, Mr. Conrad? We're gonna go with that doesn't matter. My personal convictions are irrelevant here. CDI has a clear protocol concerning the handling of murder victims, and it does not allow touching them. So you believe in protocol? Listen, Mr. Arjun. I'm not here to discuss philosophical questions with you. Please, I will be very careful when taking off the jewellery. I will make sure not to alter any of the evidence. Garian State likes to pride itself in its tolerance and liberty. This is your chance to prove to me that those are not just empty words. I'm sorry, we can't take any chances here. If you want us to find the culprits, please stay away from the body. So they are empty words after all. I pray for the corrupted Garian soul. Alright then. I'm sorry. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That we couldn't do anything for him. Like, have forensics. I believe in keeping my paycheck, yeah. It's a pity we couldn't have, like, forensics or somebody take the jewellery off. Oh, did he get domed? Yep. Sniper. One right between the eyes. The Sakura Hotel. Looks like a fancy place, even at distance. Maybe 150 meters away. A casino. Pretty noisy place. Might help disguise the sound of a gunshot. About 200 meters away. So, Gary's already said it won't be the casino because they had a big event on. And they'd stepped up security to a point where it would have been prohibitive to try and get a gun into the building. So, unless we've got a zip lining or parachuting hitman on our hands, they weren't at the casino. Unless the shooter was security, yeah, true. Actually, let's, I think if we go over here, yeah, not as much. A Gadel Hotel. Those are all over the city. 180 meters from here. I'm guessing, based on the fact that the bullet's probably in that cupboard, that it's going to be the Gadel Hotel. Potentially this one over here in the corner that we've not looked at yet, depending on angle. I think it's more likely the Gadel, though. Disguise this one, yeah. Rocket Tower. It houses some multimedia conglomerate, about 300 meters away. Not that one. That's too far away. It's the hotel. It's the hotel on the left. If only we had Batman vision. I know, right? What's this one? We looked at this yet? That's the Sakura Hotel. So it could be the Sakura, but I don't think so, judging by where the body is. Okay. Can we... Oops, I hit the wrong button. 'Cause, yeah. So... the body's gone down basically right in front of where the bullet's lodged. So he would have been standing Blood's here. He would have been standing about here, I'd say. It could have been the Sakura still. I do think it's more likely that they were about here, though. Curse. Oof. Straight into the wall, straight into the cupboard. I mean, it's kind of hard to think three-dimensionally when you're playing a 2D game, but I'm doing the best I can. I forgot you have an education in this stuff. Yeah, I was actually pretty good at ballistics. Ballistics, forensic entomology, and forensic IT were the 3 that I got the best scores in. Did not do very well in forensic chemistry, but I wasn't very good at remembering, like, chemical structures. Again, my memory let me down. I understood the theory. And the labs were always fun, but when it came to the actual final exam for that bit, if I'd have got a better score in that exam, I would have got a first. I was literally 1 mark off of a first when I finished my degree. And it wasn't worth going back to the assessors and going, can you recheck this? Just in case they decided to give me a lower score. So I stuck with my 2-1. Which is still good. You know, I did that. I achieved that. Okay, so there's nothing else over here. Did we check that one? That's the Gadel. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's going to be anything we can interact with over here either. No, okay. So it's just the body now. I wanted to make sure that we'd cased the entire area and that there was nothing else to interact with before we started examining the body. Foreign Minister Banning. As dead as it gets. Clean headshot. Okay. Bullet disappeared into the wall right behind this closet. It's locked. Really enjoying the art style and chill vibes tonight. I'm so glad, Nikki. I wanted to play something chill today. With how stressful this week has been, I thought something chill but very much up my alley was a good idea. And let's face it, a 2D pixel art murder mystery game, very definitely my bag, baby. Yeah. You know? But yeah, the music's really nice, the art's really good. And I'm enjoying the story so far, and I'm enjoying the gameplay loop as well. This feels quite nice to play. I'm not... Like, the keyboard and mouse controls, I'm not 100% on. It's a little bit fiddly doing the running sections. But... something in the Venn diagram. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tolerance seems to be an empty word. Oof. Yeah, he's just pissed at us now. Talk to him. I'm keeping an eye on him. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's the wooden spheres. Do we have anything else over here, maybe? No. Okay. We're just gonna have a little potter around in investigation mode and see if we can find anything else that we can interact with. Oh, you've got an interesting looking outline. Hello, Neil Conrad, CDI. Are you with Mr. Banning? We already talked to your colleagues. I know, but I need your help with something. Do you know where I can find the key to the cupboard upstairs? Why would you need to look in there? I think it contains an important piece of evidence. I'd prefer it if you didn't mess with anything before Drovian authorities arrive. Drovian authorities? We prefer this to be handled by our own people. The sniper will surely be off planet by the time that happens. We'll share our findings with them anyway, I promise. Oh, like you promised to protect Mr. Banny? I understand you're upset. We'll take full responsibility for this when the time comes. You will, huh? What will be the punishment? A promotion? It's okay, Eddie. We don't want to fight. It's only convenient for Gara that one of the champions for Drovian independence is out of the picture. Sir, please calm down. We're all on the same side here. I understand how you feel, but the perp is still out there. We need to get them quickly. If they have another target, we need to find out now. Shouldn't be too hard. Who else is pissing off your government? We're going to try and be polite about this. Please, be reasonable. I'm not your enemy. Yes, you are. Listen, the assassin might be on their way to their next Drovian target right now. And you can't do anything about that, but the CDI can. You decide if your personal grudges are more important to you than your people's safety. Just give him the key. It's not like there's anything in there. Fine. Here's my keychain. This better lead to something. Much obliged. Hey, look at that! Cooler heads prevailed. I'm quite proud of that. It would have been far too easy to just go, do as you're told. But we didn't. We did the right thing. We treated them like humans, because they are humans. Well, I believe they're humans. I believe that's how this works. Hey, look at that, a bullet! Right in the center as well. No need to be an arse, Mr. Smith. Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm just the fucking messenger, dude. Young, look at this. I love how they're all wearing trench coats. It's just the look. I do wish I owned a trench coat, but they're very expensive. I had something that could be described sort of loosely as a trench coat once. And it was like a techie trench coat. It had got special linings so you could put your phone in your breast pocket and interact with it through the pocket. Like if you needed to accept a call or something like that, which was really cool. But it got torn. And I couldn't wear it anymore. And then shit like that became very expensive. Wanted to get a grey coat, but it's too warm now. Thing is, if you buy one now while they're cheap, you can wear it in the winter when they'll be very expensive. Pro tip for you. Buy your winter clothes in the summer when nobody else is buying them and doesn't want them. And vice versa as well. Swimwear is always cheaper if you buy it in winter than it is if you buy it in summer. Because everyone's going swimming in the summer. Or going on holiday and needing swimwear for holiday. Well, it was inside the cupboard, as we expected. Here it is. Good work. Hold on, let me have a look. This kind of projectile usually doesn't go very far. Probably used a comparatively small rifle to better disguise the gunshot. It was fired from a distance of no more than 200 meters, I would say. 250 tops. Good to know. Thank you. By the way, I forgot something earlier. There. You should now be able to submit the sheet I sent. Don't know if you have all the evidence yet. But you're now able to send your conclusions once you do. Okay. So, no more than 250. Let's see what we've got. She's just sort of hovering there. She's still inside, but she's floating through the wall. Small caliber bullet, small caliber rifle. Yep. Certainly sounds that way. So, this one was 180. She said no more than 200, 250 tops. Probably smarter to err on the side of caution and have 200 as our top there. Because those bullets aren't designed to go very far. Casino's 200 meters away. So the hotel that I called before, still looking like the most likely candidate. I think Rocket Tower was 300 away. Yeah, okay, so it's not Rocket Tower. We can exclude Rocket Tower from that. Sakura Hotel's 150. So it's either the Sakura or it's the Gadel. It's either the Sakura or the Gadel. Sakura is closer. A formed bullet was inside the cupboard. Young said it belonged to a small caliber rifle. Okay, so I can't get any further information out of that. Okay. See if we've got any other witnesses, because we didn't look at the right-hand side of the downstairs, did we? I don't think there'll be anybody else, but there might be. Ooh, we've got a highlight there. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a kid! Shit, there's a kid here! Oh, that's the sit-on. Okay. Good evening. Are you a kid? No, okay, you're not a kid. Thought you were a kid. You look so small when you're sat down. Ma'am, are you okay? Huh? Yes, we were just talking about our plans for breakfast and then he... Were you close? Neil's arse print is now evidence, yeah. Yeah, I've been working for him for a long time. I'm sorry for your loss. Are we safe here? What if the sniper comes back? The sniper is long gone. They had a clear target. You're not in danger. For a second I thought he just tripped, but then I saw... Do you remember the way he fell? I was standing to his right and he fell away from me. So you think the shot came from one of the buildings on the right? Sakura. I guess so. I just stood there and stared at him. Then Smith came and pulled me inside. Thank you. That's all. People are on their way to keep you company. They should be here soon. Okay, so we should have everything we need to fill out our sheet now. So we're gonna have a sit down. We're gonna make another bit of arse print evidence. And we're gonna get our phone out and play Candy Crush. Wait, no, solve a murder. Anything you investigate will be catalogued here, neatly organised by location. Oh, I like that. How tidy. Okay, so we've got an email. Catherine. Hey Neil, thanks for saying hello to Laura. Even if she didn't show it, she's happy you swung by. Talk to you soon, Cat. Yes! There's a chance. There's probably not a chance that we can get back together. The bullet. Shot was fired from... Okay. So it's either the Gadel or the Sakura. Shot came from the right. had to have been less than 200 meters. The only thing that meets those criteria, Sakura Hotel. Go have a chat with Young. I saw you submitted the sheet. Report back to Gary and ask him what to do next. I think you should get to the location. Got it. See you later. Okay. Yeah, so I'm liking this so far. It feels very much like a logic kind of game. You know, you... feels like a proper investigation. You look around, you find the evidence, and you build your theory based on the evidence. Any new findings? The bullet probably came from the Sakura Hotel. Good job, Conrad. Sending Saito to lock the place down. You head over there. I'll catch up as soon as I can. Listen, about those bodyguards. It took some convincing, but they helped me find the bullet that killed Benny. Let's cut them some slack and question them tomorrow when the shock is worn off. Since when did you have a soft spot for Drovian extremists? I don't. But these are special circumstances. Anyway, you should get going. I'm on my way. Off we go.
It wasn't until I was on my way back to the train that I noticed the park's obscene size.
Oh,
The night
pretty.
was cool, and the mansion district was
Yeah, we're gonna walk
probably
for
the
this.
quietest place in the whole center. It was one of the last spots in the area where buildings hadn't been stacked on top of each other like toy blocks. My head was unusually clear, and to my surprise, I noticed that I was in a good mood. In retrospect, I believe that it stemmed from a sense of purpose driving me forward that night.
Okay, I'm gonna smoke one cigarette. Because I want to see what happens when we do. Because it mentioned something about enjoying the scenery. And I want to see if it does, like, pan out across the scenery, or if we just stand here. So it does. There's nothing to look at, unfortunately. But, that's a nice little feature. The lighting in this is so good. Like, I know you folks are probably sick and tired of hearing me harp on about lighting and water in pixel art games, but it's so hard to do right. And they've knocked it out of the park. Look at that. I know we're supposed to be taking a train so that we can go and catch a killer, but look at the way the shadows play across his face when you turn him round. It's so good. It's so good. And the light from the traffic passing by as well. Oh, it's perfect. It's good shit. It's been a while since we've had a game where I can just talk about how pretty some of the more technical aspects of it are. So it's nice to be able to, frankly. I love talking about this stuff. I love drawing attention to it because they're little things that fucking fireflies around all of the lights as well. The little things that get overlooked most of the time. you don't really think about how lighting is working in a game. Usually. You know, it just works. The game looks nice and that's all you think about, but look at it on the trees as well. It's so good. Okay, so where the fuck is the train station? Because I swear we came from, like, down here and came up. Did I just not go far enough this way? I didn't go far enough this way. Silly me. Young, what's up? Listen, Neil, the police just got an anonymous tip from the Sakura Hotel. Whoever sent it to them didn't provide a lot of details. Just that they had been in contact with a suspicious person. Why so vague? I don't know, but it looks like you definitely got the right building. Thanks, Young. Talk to you later. Nice to see the endorsement of public transport. Yeah, somebody tried to send a car for him earlier, and he was just like, no, I'll take the train. It's 15 minutes. Gibraltar, thank you for hydrating Chibi Tan. We're at the Sakura Hotel. Gee, I wonder why it's called the Sakura Hotel. Couldn't possibly have anything to do with there being cherry blossoms everywhere. Chibi-tan needs it. Yeah. Yeah, they do. They're a good bean. Good evening, Neil. Hey, Saito. Looks like you beat me here. Well, the rest of us use cars, you know. I know. Let me bring you up to speed. Locked down the hotel and told the staff that nobody could go in or out. Holloway is keeping an eye on everybody in the lobby. I flew a drone up to the highest room. Long said that's where the sniper might be. It's empty. Lights out, no signs of life. I figured as much. Snipers don't usually stick around. But I did see lights in the room below. Maybe the guest in there saw or heard something. I'll pay them a visit. The receptionist said the sniper's room was rented out to a gentleman named Diaz. Got his ID chip number already. Currently running a citywide search for it, but without success so far. Do we know what Diaz looks like? They don't have any surveillance cameras in the hotel. You know how it is, rich people and their privacy. So no, we don't know what he looks like, but maybe you can find out. Public transport system and walkable cities make even more sense when dealing with space settlements. Yeah, they do. It's a pity that we can't get people to appreciate that they make more sense here as well. Like, Edinburgh's been great for it because, you know, they've got the tram system, which they are constantly adding to and improving. Even if it does take an age. And the trains are pretty regular to get you to and from places, so it's not so bad. But in the UK as a whole, yeah, public transport's not great. And the buses here are shite. In a they might turn up, they might never turn up kind of way. And there won't be another one after either. I opened a sheet. Let me send that to you. What did you tell the staff? We have reason to believe that a dangerous criminal escaped from the hotel. Good work. Let me know if you get a hit or on our perp's ID. I'll be inside if you need me. Good luck. But yeah, other than the buses just being utter crap, public transport in Scotland seems to be a lot better than what I'm used to. Oh, that's neat. See, that's really well done. The water on the wall in the background. That's really nice, that is. Good evening. Good evening. Neil Comrade, CDI. Could you answer a few questions? Naturally. Do you have any relevant information on Mr. Diaz for me? Anything suspicious? Oh, Kian, thank you for the treat for me. Nothing out of the ordinary. I sent all of the information we have to your colleague. Payment info, ID number, those kind of things. Detectives need treats. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. I'm going to have a little whinge now. He said ID number. The D in ID stands for digit. Identification digit number. Blech. The treat for me is a fizzy cola bottle. Thank you, Kian. It's like saying PIN number. The N in PIN stands for number. So he said number. Yes, he did. He said identification number. Like how Master Roshi is a master. Yeah, exactly. I see. I'd like to have a look around Diaz's room. Do you have a universal keycard or something? If it is absolutely necessary, yes. It is. Here you go, sir. But please be careful not to disturb any of our guests at this late hour. Thanks, I will. Disturb all of them, that is. Uh-oh, Gary's here. Good evening. Agent Long, CDI. Hey, Gary. I've got a key card. Let's have a look at Diaz's room. Alright, let's get up there. Please keep it down in the corridors if possible, and mind the carpets. Before we go upstairs, I wanted to have a look at this. A big fuck-off fish tank. Watching the witnesses while you're upstairs. Oh, neat. Okay. Cool. Up we go then. Time to take the carpet, yeah. Holy shit, this place must be super expensive. Just like fucking waterfall walls everywhere. This is a plush place. I don't even want to think about how much it costs to stay here for a night. Getting Yakuza flashbacks, yeah, this is... Yeah. Okay. Look at this bathroom! 2 sinks! 2 sinks! And look at the size of that bathtub! And it's on a plinth! Simpsons Devil Donut deal, yeah. Hey, Gary, could you come over here for a second? Did you find something? I'm pretty sure a piece of the window pane was cut out and put back in. Judging from the blue residue, they used a pocket laser cutting device. You think the sniper could have fired from here? It's possible. He'd have to be a really good shot, though. I also saw a tiny bloodstain on the carpet below. Maybe the perp cut himself when he handled the piece of glass. Good work. I'll go back to my post and call the DNA guys. Let me know when you're done. Piece of paper. It's empty except for a strange hand-drawn symbol in the middle. Might be relevant. Fancy bathtub. Maybe the perp used it. We should have the whole bathroom checked for DNA. I hadn't even realised what the time was. Once we've finished investigating this room, we'll finish up. Because I'm actually quite tired. Almost empty whiskey bottle, and a pretty expensive one at that, judging by the receipt. Hang on a minute. Hold up. The sniper would have had to clear out basically immediately after completing his mission. Did he drink an entire bottle of whiskey and then still put one right between the eyes of his target, who was 180 meters away? 180? 150 meters away. Fucking drunken master over here. That is amazing. How long was the killer here for? Well, I suppose they would have had to set themselves up and wait for Banny to be in position. Must have been a long stakeout. I don't know. I know a few people that can probably clear a bottle of whiskey in about an hour. 2 tops. But clearing an entire bottle of whiskey, almost, and then getting an absolutely on the target, pin perfect shot from that distance. We are dealing with a very good sniper here. I can demolish two litres of 7-Up Sharpish, yeah. What would Jigen do? Indeed, what would Jigen do? Hey Zathia, welcome on in, I hope you're doing well. Smoke, yes he would. I think Japan's more the one to smash a bottle of whiskey and then go out and do hijinks. Okay, I think we've looked at everything in here now. Certainly seems that way. Fuck, we're smoking at 13, yeah. Never stopped. Yeah, okay. There's nothing else for us to investigate in here. I do love the animations in this. Seeing triple and aimed for the centre. Amazing. I love that idea. Daily shilling for Dupont Zero. I will watch it eventually, I promise. We're just gonna ignore Gary and go downstairs. Fuck you, Gary. What the? Stay calm, ma'am. We're with the CDI. And I'm the CEO of Norton Robotics. I'm serious. We're Agent Conrad and Agent Long with the CDI. I'm also serious. I'm Clarissa Norton, CEO of Norton Robotics. No, that's fine, Rocket. I will get round to it eventually. I'm very, very bad at keeping up with things. Especially when they require more than a little bit of effort to actually watch. Then I'm Santa, lady. Oh. Didn't the CDI teach you to knock first? We're in the middle of a high-profile investigation. Manners still matter. On that note, would you mind calling off your armed drone? Fine. Please make yourselves comfortable. We'd rather stand. You need to answer a couple of questions. I mean, she doesn't need to. We need her to, but she doesn't need to. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Everybody wants a piece of me these days. Make it quick. I'm a busy woman. Did you know your upstairs neighbour? Here in the hotel. Never saw him. But I heard him take a phone call in the corridor earlier, around 11 o'clock. At 11 in the evening? In the corridor? I believe he was pacing up and down the hall until the person he called picked up. Then he went to his room. Was it a live conversation, or did he get a recorded message from someone off-planet? He spoke too, so it must have been a live conversation. What did he say? I don't know. I didn't pay much attention. He might not have spoken Garian at all. Anything else? Did you hear a gun earlier? A gun? What kind of war zone is this? Answer the question, please. No, but now that you mention it, I heard some noise earlier, sometime between 1 and 2. Thought someone had popped a cork. Anything else? That's all. Thanks. So you're going to leave me alone now? We might still have to bring you in for questioning. But for now, please stay put and wait for further instructions. Of course I'll stay. My tea isn't even cool enough to drink yet. Heard what sounded like a cork popping. That would suggest a silencer? Fun fact that a lot of people seem to not realise. Silencers don't make guns silent. They just make them quieter. They also... Oh my god. They also decrease the accuracy. So if he was using a silencer and he was sloshed... Holy shit. I mean, they wouldn't... A silencer wouldn't, A silencer wouldn't decrease the accuracy that much, but it would still decrease it. This is the greatest sniper in the system. It certainly fucking sounds that way. Blessed by John Moses Browning is... Yeah, exactly. This is just... Holy shit. What kind of badass are we dealing with here? So, Jigen. Yeah, we're dealing with Jigen. If this turns out to be upon the third fan game, I will be very surprised, but very happy. We're fucked if it's Jigen. Yeah, we ain't ever finding him. If we do, it'll be the last thing we find. He's literally paracausal, yeah. It's Willem Dafoe from John Wick. Willem Dafoe's in John Wick? Is he in the most recent one? Because I've still not seen that. I missed it when it was at the pictures. It's in the first one. I do not remember him being in the first one. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Huh. I mean, it's been a while since I watched them last, so... We can just skip through the bit at the beginning of the first one. I think we're done here. Let's go downstairs. A couple of potential witnesses are waiting in the lobby. Okay. We really need to track that Diaz guy down. Maybe one of them has seen him leave or even spoken to him. Go ahead and question them. You should also have a look around. It's no crime scene, but you never know where you'll find a clue. I'll be waiting at the reception. Come talk to me once you think we're done with this place. If Diaz is his real name, it's very definitely not his real name. Yeah, skip the start of the movie until you get to the dinner for 12 scene. Like, literally, it's just... I've told you folks this story before, but Slow knew I would never ever watch John Wick if I knew what happened at the beginning of the film to spark everything off. So when I asked him if it was going to happen, he lied and said no. And I sobbed all the way through that scene. I sat on the couch and I bawled my fucking eyes out. And he kept looking over at me and I was just like, I fucking hate you. You lied to me. I can't believe you did this to me. Through snot and tears. Because he'd lied and said that everything would be fine. So I wasn't braced for it. Like, if he'd have just gone, yes, but it's important, and you need to... You really enjoy these films, it's important to the plot that this happens, so if you can just brace it, I would have been okay. Because I'd have been able to go, okay, I know it's going to happen, but it's important for the plot. I skipped the episode of Phantom Blood where that happens. That is fair. I didn't know that was going to happen in Phantom Blood either, and that really, really upset me. It also really upset my mum. Dio, you fucker, yeah. Everything else he does pales in comparison to that one thing, for me. I may be a little biased. Anyway, Saito, anything new? Well, I tried to find out how Diaz escaped from the hotel. Banny was shot at 1:39. I suppose that Diaz left shortly after that, probably between 1:45 and 2:15. Okay, so he was definitely in the room at 11 p.m. Banny was shot at 1:39. So he had like 2 hours to drink that entire bottle of whiskey before he was due to go live, shall we say. So we have an idea when he left. The big question right now is how. There's a functioning ID scanner at the door that only picked him up once, when he arrived. Bit late for an assassin's exit, I'd have fucking booked it. But if you leave immediately, that looks really suspicious. If you wait a little bit, quietly, slowly gather up your things, and then just pop on out, none the wiser. If you book it, you look sus. Because people notice a guy running through a fancy hotel. Especially at that time of night. So it's all about... Yeah, it's all about managing the way other people are perceiving you. And how you're feeling. So I get it. It's only in games like Hitman where you have to just get out of there as quickly as you can after you've done the job. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Torpor. I think somebody else's ID card was used. Because he won't have been able to, like, jump the scanner or something like that. Unless that guy has no clothes on, you'd be surprised at how many people refuse to see the naked mental case running around the hotel. Fair. Yeah, yeah. So in Hitman, you do the contract by chucking a statue at them. Love it. I mean, yeah, you can do all sorts of silly things in Hitman, and then you do have to leave. But in the real world, if you're doing something like this, you want to be as invisible as possible. That means he can't have left through the front door. Not necessarily. Could he still be here? No, I've had my drone scan the whole building for his ID twice already. He must have gone out through the back door, but you don't get far by that way by foot. My theory is that he was picked up by a getaway driver in the backyard. There is a vehicle tracker on the launch pad that scans each car at the exit, at the exact time it lands here. Cars aren't allowed to stick around for long on the launch pad. It's just meant for quick deliveries and pickups. Most prison escapes are through the front door. That doesn't surprise me. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Peril-sensitive sunglasses for everyone. Yeah, very much so. The trick is either to be so outlandish about it that people don't want to remember that you were there, or be so invisible that people just don't. To be fair, most drugs in prison also get in through the front door. Ah, yes. That's some very creative use of a prison pocket there. They get them in through the back door! Hey! See what you did there. So when I was at university, you'll like this story considering the conversation that's going on right now. I'm actually meant through the guards, but fair enough. Yeah, that too, I suppose. When I was at university, we actually had a prison guard from a women's prison come in and talk to us for one of our lectures. And somebody asks about the accuracy of the things you hear about people smuggling illicit substances, etc., into prisons via unconventional means, shall we say. And she was just like, oh yeah, no, it does happen. And she told us a story about one of the inmates that she'd had to do intake for, who refused to stand properly. And the phrase that was used by this prison guard was like a slot machine. When they finally got her to stand properly, phones, drugs, you name it, came tumbling on out. Which was why she didn't want to stand properly, because she couldn't hold it in for much longer. But yeah, it does happen. Just that mental image from her saying like a slot machine lives rent-free in my head, and it's fucking horrifying. Yeah, same soup. It's been a decade. It's still there. And now my scarring chat mentally portion of the stream is over. I'll get back to the game. It's just meant for quick deliveries and pickups. Here's the thing. I went to ask the guard to pull the data for me a couple of minutes ago. He said someone had turned it off earlier tonight. Swore it wasn't him, that he hadn't noticed. We have to find out who it was. If we confront whoever helped Diaz get away, we might find out where he went. So they've got someone on the inside, most likely. Sending a sheet to your cell. Submit it as soon as you think you know who disabled the tracker. Maybe the traffic data will still help, even though parts are missing. The guard said your AR module can read it directly from the scanner on the launch pad. Roger that. Okay, we'll do Diaz's escape and then we'll finish up. I'm having a lot of fun, can you tell? The nice thing about Fridays is I don't have anything I need to worry about. Like, I've not got to get up for work in the morning. I do want to get up at a reasonable time tomorrow because Depeche Mode tickets are going on general sale and I really desperately want to go. So I want to be awake for when they go on general sale so that I can try and get a ticket before they all sell out. I'll have a little sit. We're just gonna plant our butts in as many chairs as possible. Excuse me, sir. How can I help you? Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? I was right here all night, but I really didn't pay any attention to that. Sorry. We gave a concert earlier, and I kept playing to the people that stuck around. Thank you. Have you ever met Mr. Diaz? Diaz, the guest from the 8th floor? I think I talked to him yesterday. He was having a late-night drink at the bar after he arrived. I was packing up my things when he went to his room. I asked him about the viola he was carrying. Oh, classic. Fucking classic. Hiding your weapon in a musical instrument case. Usually something a bit bigger than that. You'd normally go for a cello sort of trumpet, something like that. But no, viola. Quite an expensive model, I have to say. A viola, huh? Did he show it to you? No, he kept it in his case. He generally wasn't the talkative type. What did Diaz look like? He's a redhead with a beard. Thank you. That's all for now. Beautiful stuff. So we've got a physical ID, and we know how he got his weapon in. Could have been in parts then. Most likely. Which means he would have needed time to assemble it prior to doing the hit, which explains why we've got such a big lead time there. But also, he was drinking at the bar the night before. This guy's a drinker. So the barmaid probably knows him. Excuse me, madam. Could I ask you a few questions? Okay. Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? No, I was back in the kitchen cleaning some glasses. I had a lot of dishes to do after the concert tonight. Can I go now? I have a young boy at home, and the sitter can't stay much longer. I'm sorry, but the hotel is on lockdown until further notice. And he arrived at least the day before. Yeah, it sounds like he probably arrived yesterday. Bob Mortar is trending on Twitter, but it's just because Bob is lovely and not for any worrying reason. Sarcasm or actual, just he's a lovely guy. I'm not sure, and the soulless medium of text ruins everything for me. No, genuine. Oh, good, good. I like to hear that. Could he have left during the concert? Potentially. No, because the concert finished already by that point, hadn't it? I'm sorry, but the hotel is on lockdown until further notice. You might want to give them a call. It could be a while until you can leave. Thank you. I have another question. Okay. Have you ever met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? Doesn't ring a bell. Don't think he ever came to my bar. Thank you. She's lying. That's all for now. Evening. Could you answer a few questions? I heard that the vehicle tracker was turned off tonight. Do you happen to know why that is? No idea. Really? It's supposed to be running around the clock. Are you sure it was turned off and didn't just malfunction? Pretty sure. It said it was online, and I turned it back on. It said it was offline, and I turned it back on, and it seems to be running fine now. Ah, I see, Soup. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Could have given her a false name, but everyone else knew him as Diaz, so yeah, could be lying. Yeah. I think it's more likely that she's lying and was helping him because she's not even got a solid alibi for where she was when he would have left. She was in the kitchen. Plus, it's only been there for 2 days. It's a good brand too. Can it be turned on or off from anywhere other than this booth right here? No. And it's just been you here all night, nobody else. Well, sometimes I take a break. I usually ask Felicia or Bernd to take over and keep an eye on everything. Felicia or Bernd? Felicia's the bartender, the one who won't shut up about her stupid kid. Bernd's the pianist. Did they take over for you tonight? Yeah, let me think. Felicia at 10, Bernd at 12:15, both for about 15 minutes. Thanks. Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? Or a car picking someone up? Could be. A bunch of people got picked up after the concert. But I'm more interested in people going in than out. I see. When was the concert over? It started at 8:30. It took about 3 hours, but some people stuck around at the bar a little longer. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11. 11:30 it finished. Thanks. Have you met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? Who's that? A guest from the 8th floor. He arrived last night. Nope, I haven't talked to any guests in a while. Thanks. That's all for now. Okay. So, it was nice and cut and dry until he said that. And then it was very much not. So let's have a look at the data. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No? Going for a smoke? Yep, might as well. Sounds like you're going to keep us here for a while. Probably. Hey, I have a question. Do you always store your whiskey in the backyard? That's an expensive brand to just leave out here. Oh, looks like they forgot to bring in part of tonight's shipment. I'll let the bartender know. Was the whiskey dropped off here by car? Yeah, the alcohol often comes in pretty late. Do you remember when they landed tonight? No. Wait, I do, actually. I saw them arrive when I went back in after a break. It was precisely 10 minutes past 10. Are you sure about the time? Yeah, I was looking at my cell right at that moment because I got a message. Thank you. Okay. So at 10 minutes past 10, whiskey arrived. And that whiskey is very likely the same whiskey that was in his room. Well, they were talking about the Viola case yesterday, so I think he brought the weapon with him. Vehicle tracker. Registers every car coming to the backyard. Okay, let's have another look at that. We can't do anything with this information other than, like, look at it. Okay. Four minutes past 10. It's when the last log is registered. The whiskey came in at 10 past 10. Gibraltar! Thank you so much, both for being subscribed for 6 months and for choosing to use your Bezos bucks here.
Gibraltar
Thank
has
you
been
so
a sub for
much.
6 months. Very naughty.
Yeah. So, when did the guard have Felicia replace him? Felicia replaced him earlier in the night, I think. Because that was the thing that made me go, oh shit, maybe this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Because... Can't run while we're in that mode. Okay. I'm only naughty on request. Oh my. Let's go have a sit down. This is our thinking seat. Let's have a look at the sheets. So we've got 2 sheets. Diaz's escape. Logs. Guard. Okay. Let's have a look at what the guard said to us. Okay. Felicia at 10. Right, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So Felicia was looking after the booth when just before the last vehicle was logged, and then whilst she was still there in the same 15-minute block that she was looking after the booth, the whiskey turned up. She had to have turned it off, yeah. What bothers me, though, is she turned it off, and the guard came back from his break and didn't notice that it was turned off. Said it was offline, I just turned it back on and it seems to be running fine now. So either it was Felicia, and he's not doing his job properly, which is possible. He didn't notice or he wanted it off, yeah. I'm gonna go see if anybody has additional conversation things for me now. Certainly looks like they do. Excuse me, sir. How can I help you? The vehicle tracker that was turned off earlier tonight. I'm wondering if you might know something about it. Did you stand in for the guard tonight? I did, but just for a few minutes, and I touched nothing. Was the tracker still turned on while you were there? This is where we get our information. I really don't know. I just sat there until he came back. Thank you. That's all for now. Okay, so he knows nothing. And I am inclined to believe him. Excuse me, madam. Could I ask you a few questions? Okay. The vehicle tracker was turned off earlier, and I'm trying to find out why. Do you know anything about it? I heard that you briefly took over for the guard a while ago. I did, but why would I turn off the tracker? I wouldn't even know how. Thank you. That's all for now. She didn't say that she didn't do it, though. Pianist goes, I literally just sat there for a few minutes until he came back, and then I left. She goes, why would I do that? Yeah, why would you do that? He's got nothing new for me. Those two were the only ones with something new, by the looks. Yeah. She's sus. She's very fucking sus. Oh. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question? Happy to help. Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? No, I was fast asleep until I got called down to the lobby. I have my own room upstairs. Your own room? Do you live here? Mostly, yes. Thank you. Happy to help. Do you know what Mr. Diaz looks like? Unfortunately, I've never met him. The reception wasn't occupied when he checked in last night. He used their electronic check-in service. Thank you. Happy to help. My colleague said that the guard is in charge of the vehicle tracker in the backyard. Is that correct? Yes, Mr. Smith. Is the tracker ever turned off? Turned off? No, it operates around the clock. And it doesn't usually break or have hiccups of any sort? I don't think so. It was installed the day before yesterday. I can't imagine that it's already acting up. But Mr. Smith can certainly answer your questions about the tracker in more detail. He's usually not in contact with our clients. I apologise if he appears untrained. Thank you. That's all for now. Okay, so we didn't actually get anything useful out of him, but we have interrogated every witness / potential suspect. So that's always good. Smart of him to avoid the receptionist. Very, yeah. E-check-in is really good for that kind of stuff. The more shit I say like that, the more it sounds like I'm a contract killer in my spare time, but I promise you I'm not. I just studied them. For several years. Not specifically contract killers, just killers in general. Okay. I was about to say it's creepy to say it like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Look. It's very hard to turn the forensics and criminology bit of my brain off. And when I play games like this, it's just like, no, you must do the thing. You have an entire degree in this. Use it. Hey, Adam. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Okay. Banny's murderer. Pup's hair is red. They probably have a viola case, and their beard is... oh, I can't remember. I'll have a pianist having a smoke. Interrogating the pianist. No, that's the vehicle tracker. We want this one. Mr. Diaz. Guest from the 8th floor. Viola. It's a redhead with a beard. Okay, back to the sheets. So he has red hair. Probably has a viola case. And his beard is red. We think. But I can't submit that sheet yet. I guess I have to submit this sheet first. Diaz could escape unnoticed because the vehicle tracker was turned off by the bartender. Ah, yeah, because we're missing the actual information about what colour his beard is. So it won't let us submit yet. We've not got all the information we need. But I'm pretty certain, based on the evidence that we have, that it was the bartender that turned it off. And she's acting super cagey, so... What's betting the babysitter that's babysitting her precious child that she never stops talking about isn't a babysitter? Nick Cagey! Bravo. Go talk to the bartender? Okay. I like that it gives you clear instructions on what you have to do after you've submitted a sheet as well. Excuse me, I'm afraid we have to have another chat. I've really got to get home soon. I don't know if you have kids. You've got to take care of... The guard told me that you took over from him during his break at 10 o'clock. After that, no more vehicles were scanned on the launch pad. However, the guard said that people were picked up in the backyard all night. According to the pianist, there was a delivery shortly after 10, but there's no record of it. Tracker must have already been turned off. Care to explain what's going on here? I don't know what you're talking about. If you won't be honest with me now, I'll have to take you in for questioning. What? No, I have to get home. Mr. Diaz is suspected of being involved in an interplanetary murder case. I don't have to tell you how serious it is to be complicit in something like that. Murder case? Shit, I didn't know what he was up to, okay? It was about the money. Did he kill someone? Please tell me everything from the start. Diaz was at my bar last night. He offered me a drink. First I thought he was going to hit on me. But then he said he needed my help. That he was expecting a visit today. And that his visitor wanted to stay under the radar. He asked me if I could do him a favour and turn the car tracker off. Offered me a bunch of money for it. I had to take it. I really needed it, okay? I didn't think it would do any harm. I assumed it was about a secret lover, maybe a famous one. Wouldn't be the first time around here. It's also pretty commonplace that I guess ask for special favours. This was a pretty small one, honestly. And then I saw Diaz leave tonight. He was picked up by a guy in a white van. I realised he had lied to me, and I got cold feet. This when I called in the anonymous tip. Ah, so that was you. Why didn't you say right away that he got away in a van? I don't know. I panicked, okay? I said he was suspicious, and I hoped you'd take it from there. I didn't want to implicate myself by drawing attention to the car. I see. A white van, huh? Did you catch any more details about the car or the driver? No, I'm sorry. What does Mr. Diaz look like? He's a skinny, tall guy with red hair and a red beard. Please, you have to understand. I didn't think it was a big deal. You can't tell anyone. I can barely make ends meet. Can't lose my job or go to jail. I have a son. I'll think about it. We're going to go back to our thinking chair. Why did I think about it? Because her son's with a sitter. There is nobody that she can rely on in her direct circle to look after her child if she goes to prison. He's going to end up in care. I'm not doing that to a kid. I'm not. Because I can guarantee you the care system in this universe is no better than the one we've got. Okay. Closed, ongoing. Why can't I... I'm still missing some information. Okay. Ah. Of course, I have to go and talk to the boss. I think I might know how our guy escaped. He bribed the bartender to turn off the vehicle tracker in the backyard. After she did that, a white van came to pick up Diaz. Bartender gave the anonymous tip to the police when she realised that Diaz had lied to her. Sounds like a risky plan, banking on the cooperation and silence of a stranger like that. I think that part was improvised. The tracker was installed only 2 days ago. Don't you think she might have been an accomplice from the get-go? Unlikely. If she was, I don't think she would have called in a tip. Maybe. But we should have her arrested just to be sure. Honestly, just leave her be. We got bigger fish to fry. What are you talking about? She's clearly involved in this whole conspiracy, knowingly or not. She did something she thought was insignificant to make some extra money. She's probably underpaid, and she has a kid. Do we really want to risk her going to jail? She should have thought of that. Knowing makes us complicit. We'd be breaking the law. The law and justice aren't always the same thing. Gentlemen, I've been looking into that white van while you were talking. Vehicle matching the description passed by a nearby security camera at about the right time. Pretty sure that's it. I followed its trail. It was last scanned a few minutes ago and seems to be parked now. Where? In the lower layers, just a few train stops away. Excellent work. Conrad, you go and check it out. I'm waiting for the chief here. He's on his way. Wanted to see the place for himself. And I'll get back to HQ. I'm more help with the database at my fingertips. Copy that. I'll catch the next train and keep you posted. We will not catch the next train. I'm going to finish up there because I want to go and get some dinner. But I am really enjoying this. We'll definitely play some more of this. Hey, Saito is a techie! Yes, he is. Okay. I think that just saved, so we should be good. You're most welcome, Kian. Always welcome. Thank you for being here. But yeah, this is really good. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know. I definitely want to play more of it. I don't know if it's something that I'll play in Late Night Lounge or point and clicks instead of Variety Night. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be a little while before I get to come back to this, unfortunately, because I've got a stack of stuff that I need to play on Variety Night for the next month. Fuck. I just thought about how many game codes I've got and went, oh no. Because I just need to clear that backlog a little bit so that, frankly, my social credit score on this website doesn't go down. Scary thought. And we've got plenty to do, point and clicks wise and everything. Yeah. So, let's take us through to the end screen. Massive thank you everyone for coming along today. I have had an absolute blast with this. This is a really good game. I'm enjoying the puzzling. I'm enjoying the atmosphere. It's fucking beautiful. So yeah, it's a great little game. I'm really, really glad that I've had the opportunity to play it. We'll definitely be playing more of it. I just got an achievement for idling for too long. That distracted me. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, so you'll definitely see more of this. And I hope you'll come back for more of it. I will be back tomorrow evening, 10 PM UK time, playing some Silent Hill 2. Unless I get a notification from DMAC in the next sort of 12 hours that says, sorry, can't do it this weekend. But the plan is Silent Hill this weekend. So, yeah. If not, we'll play more of this. As always, we do have a giveaway active on the stream. Today's game is a copy of Wargroove. So if you would like to get in on the action for that, now is your last chance before I finish up. And yes, I had completely forgotten which game I'd put in the giveaway today. I'm doing well. I can see no one's entered at the moment, So, oh, I already have that. Ah, this may be one of those that I end up keeping just because everybody else has already got it. We'll see, because I don't think I own it. But yeah, if you do want to attempt to win a copy of Wargroove, that was a V, but never mind. This is your last chance. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed, and I guess by default I win myself a copy of Wargroove. Okay. This button. Special thank you to Aeon Protech Gaming for the raid earlier, and to Gibraltar for the resub. Very much appreciated. We are going to go and see... Who are we going to go and see? Oh, so many options. Everybody's live tonight. Heck. Oh, I tell you what. Let's go from one set of chill puzzling to a completely different variety of chill puzzling. We're going to go and see Slashy, who is playing some Dorfromantic, and you folks know how much I love Dorfromantic, so this will be good. Slashy is a fantastic streamer. Lovely, lovely bean. So, if you're not already following, please do drop him a follow. Drop her a follow, I should say. And if you don't get pulled through with the raid but you want to join in, there's a link to Slashy's channel there so you can hop on through your own time, because Twitch can be a bit of a butt. Okay, so I've done my thank yous. I've told you when I'm going to be live next. I think all that is left for me to do is say I've had an absolute blast. I hope you have too. And I hope I'll see you again soon. Maybe even tomorrow. But until I do see you next, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking crime scenes. And have a great weekend, everyone.
Goodbye.
However you spend it. You're most welcome, Rocket. You're most welcome, Zatheo. It's been lovely to see you both. Now take care, everyone, and go say hi to Slashy for me. Bye-bye.